There's one more thing I want to share with you. She said, we all entered the cloud together and were 7 days ascending to the Sea of Glass. Now, from Earth to the Orion Nebula is 1,270 light years. And the distance in miles is 7 quadrillion, 465 trillion, 710 billion, 934 million, 722,389.3, etc., 100 miles to Orion. Now, the question is, if we traveled from Earth to Orion in 7 days, like she said, non-stop, she doesn't say that we'll be stopping anywhere, but maybe we will. But let's say we travel Earth to Orion, 7 days, non-stop. How fast will we be traveling? 12,344,098,776.7 miles per second. That is 66,265.5 times faster than the speed of light. Now, here's a picture of Earth. See Earth there? That little smudge. Here's a picture of Earth taken February 14, 1990 by Voyager 1. And Voyager 1 was 4 billion miles from Earth. Now, take a good look at that, Earth. $12 billion, over 3 times this distance in 1 second. Can you grasp that? Do you understand what I'm saying? See this right here? That's Earth. 3 times this distance out in 1 second. So think about it. So Jesus comes, we're taken up into the clouds. When the last person is up there in the cloud, there is no reason to stick around. It's time to go. As soon as that cloud starts to move, Earth disappears. Like it wasn't even there. And when he had opened the 7th seal, there was silence in heaven about the space of a half hour. I have appointed thee a day for a year. All right. So, by the way, why is there silence in heaven for a half hour? Now, this has to do with Jesus' second coming. The reason there is silence in heaven is because nobody's there. Jesus and all his angels have left heaven and are coming to earth. So earth is silence for a half hour. And prophetically speaking, a half hour equals 7.5 literal days. All right? So, what did she say? She said, we all entered the cloud together and were 7 days ascending to the Sea of Glass. But, okay, so earth to heaven 7 days. But what about a half day? And a half day equals 12 hours. You see what I'm getting at? We still have 12 hours of silence in heaven. Soon there appears in the east a small black cloud. It is a cloud which surrounds the Savior and which seems in the distance to be shrouded in darkness. As it draws near the earth, it becomes lighter and more glorious until it's a great white cloud. I believe the 12 hours that we're missing is right here. Jesus coming. It will be a 12-hour trip for him. Remember, when Jesus comes, he doesn't just appear in the sky all of a sudden. She speaks that Jesus in the cloud is off in the distance and it's coming closer and closer and closer. So there's a time. And how fast will he be traveling? 172 trillion, 817 billion, 382,748,203 miles per second. Now, this is the line of sight. See this arrow over here? If you happen to be over here when Jesus starts to come, in 12 hours you would be there. And what does the Bible say? And every eye shall see him. Right? And so is this impossible to go faster than the speed of light?
With men, this is impossible, but with God, all things are possible. And he said, the things which are impossible with men are possible with God.
Someday we're going home.